You must first be an intercessor before a preacher or a singer or anything. If you are not an intercessor, you are an entertainer. I'll show you from the scriptures. If you are not an intercessor, you are an entertainer. That's, you want to entertain. What is motivating you is exactly the same thing that is motivating a person to become a superstar. Your target should not be first the microphone. Your target should be first intercession. Many people say that, God has called me to full-time ministry. And what they are referring to is, I want to leave my job to go and preach. What they're talking about is holding the what? Microphone. Which is why there's a lot of failure. Okay? Because what people are just talking about is microphone. But what's the origin of full-time ministry? And it's very deep. What happened was, when God wanted to bring Israel out of Egypt, he did 9 major judgments. Pharaoh did not release them. Powerful things. Pharaoh did not. Now, God now said there's a last judgment coming, and this is the judgment that will get the nation of Israel out. And he did that in divine intelligence, and you see it, to send a message to Israel about this judgment. He said, I will judge the firstborn of everybody in Egypt, and every family in Egypt will start, their firstborn will start dying, because there is a principle of the firstborn. He said, once their firstborn starts dying, he said, this is what will bring about your release. He now told them, haven't seen that I did all this judgment, and it was this one that got your release here. He said, know this, once you get out of Egypt, any person that opens the womb is mine. If you deny me that, you are returning to bondage. This is not a principle of the law. This was before the law came. The law came after. This is a principle here. He said, even the animal, the first that opens the womb is my own. So he now said, this is what is going to happen. Each firstborn that opens the womb will come into the priesthood, and they won't do any work. They will be full-time priests. What they will be doing is offering up spiritual sacrifices for their family members, so that every family has a priest that is securing their well-being in the courts of God. Now, what the other family members should do is that as they are prospering in their business, they will make sure they are taking care of that priest. Do you get what I'm saying? Inside the family. You get the arrangement now. So that was the arrangement. So let me tell you, if you want to lead, you have to be a priest in your own family first. If you are fighting your sister, brother, you don't come to ministry. Listen to what I'm saying here. You can't shed the blood of your brother or sister and succeed on this earth. When Cain did it to Abel, God said the earth has received the blood. You must practice intercession in your family first. So you know what happened? God now said, this is a cumbersome process. Said, all right, we will leave all the firstborns. I will go and take the Levites. So the Levites, but it's a principle of the firstborn, will now be in full-time ministry. Full-time ministry isn't that they'll be full-time preachers. They'll be full-time priests. Ministry starts with what? Priesthood. Are you offering up spiritual sacrifices? Do you get what I'm saying here? Many want to be king, but not priests. This is king operation. But if I came here without my priesthood and I opened my mouth, you will know that this man is not prepared for what he's doing. I would just tell anybody, if you want to go into ministry and be a spiritual leader and anything, you can join any group you join. But wherever they are praying and making intercession, go and join them. If you are not an intercessor, you can't enter into things spiritually. You get what I'm saying here? That's how you make contact with the inheritance of ministry.